All right, guys, I tried drinking a beer before I shot. It helped out a little bit. We'll go down here and look at these groups, but I mean, it's pretty much what I expected it to be. Let me grab a marker here. Let's grab this. Anyway, it's what I expected it to be. Tight groups down there, playing around with the seating depth. Did a real quick fine-tuned seating depth. So we're gonna go down here and look at these groups. I'm gonna go circle the ones that I pulled because I know I pulled them, and I made up an extra cartridge just in case I got nervous. So I'm 2 beers in, and I think that's all I'm gonna drink. I'm pretty cool, calm, and collected. I'm gonna shoot this last round and then see what's up with that. You guys ever drink beer before you shoot? Drop a comment down there to let me know. I don't know, tried it out. Seemed to relax me a little bit. Pretty good idea. Let's look at the groups. Alrighty. So 2.8. That's a nice little group. I don't know. Had I not been drinking beer or focusing a little bit better, that might have been my three shot cluster. So that one looks good. The 2.795, 2 bullets in 1 hole. Those were my last 2. I believe I pulled that one and I pulled that one. So let's circle these. And we're gonna shoot that extra cartridge. Maybe I didn't pull it, I don't know. We'll put P. P for pulled. And then we'll go back and shoot. But I am very happy with that. I can live with that out of a Creedmoor. Oh, dude, that's a, I can almost promise that's gonna be a half MOA group. We'll still shoot these, and I'm not gonna do round robin. I'm gonna do 3 shots and see what the hell happens. But that 2.795, if I got 2 bullets going in 1 hole, and I got a flyer here, I mean, that's still a decent group. If that 3rd one goes in that same hole, I might load between 2.8 and 2.795 and just call it good. So let's go down here and shoot. It's getting pretty hot out here. So for the most part, this Creedmoor load workup I think is done. 2.8 I'm happy with. It doesn't have to be a 1 hole group. I'm pretty sure I can make it a 1 hole group if I really focused. And the more shots that go down there, the more it's going to look like a better group. But that's pretty damn good. With an extreme spread of, I don't know, between 3 and 12, that group's ready for long range. And took me a little bit to get there, but I think it's good to go. So we're going to shoot the last couple. We're going to shoot the 2 that I pulled, see if that group's any better. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't give a damn. This gun is pretty good. It's an auto loader. I've had better groups, so maybe on a different day I'd have a better group. So, but I expected it to group that way, at least a tight little cluster. So we're gonna roll with it. So let's shoot some more. Oh shit, that's what I was afraid was gonna happen. You know, I'm sure there's some studies done about the psychological effects of shooting groups, and when you see 2 groups going to 1 hole, the 3rd shot always flies. Or when you first start off, the 1st shot gets pulled and then you settle down and shoot a good group. Well, that 3rd shot I just shot on 2.805, I think it went beside the bullet or beside the hole or in the same hole. So that group just turned very nice without the pulled one. Son of a bitch. So we're going to shoot the other one. We'll see what that does. If I'm cool, calm, and collected, I mean, hell, it may go in the same damn hole. And then we've got a wide range of seating depths that are accurate. So let's find out. Starting to get hot and sweaty out here. But we got some damn good results. That's funny, man. That's so funny, because the first round robin, I noticed that I pulled the 2.805 and the 2.795. I know I pulled those. Well, actually, I don't know if you really call it pulling. It's more like breathing control, because they were a little bit higher than the rest of the group. So, you know, I'm calmed down. I got my results. I've got a good node, a good seating depth. So, I mean, at this point, I really don't care. And I shot the extra round that I made. I made those as insurance, just in case I fucked one of them up, which I did. So let's look at the group. So now, all of a sudden, 2.8 don't look all that hot. So you got 2.795 looking good. That was my fourth shot. The bullet went in the same hole. I mean, that's good. I mean, even with that pulled one, that's still a good group. 2.8 looks good. I may go down there and shoot that other one. Hate to fuck that group up, but I mean, if it lands right in the middle, that might be pretty cool. And then 2.805. Look at that. Two in the same hole and one not far away. That's a pulled one. Even with that pulled one, I mean, I pulled that one pretty hardcore. That was my first shot of the day. So, not to discredit the pulled ones, but I mean, there's something to say about the psychological effects of shooting groups. You know, which is why the magneto speed is, I can understand that. The magneto speed is pretty cool in identifying nodes without, you know, reading tea leaves of the OCW. If you're in your head, which clearly, you know, I can get in my head. But man, those groups look awesome. I am done with load development. I'm gonna shoot this one just for shits and giggles, see what happens, and then we'll shoot these two and then call it a day. I may chrono one of those and make sure our ES is still tight. It still should be. Maybe I shouldn't. That way I don't come up with any more shit to test. I don't know. Anyway, that's funny. Okay, we're gonna call it good. I think I'm done with it. I'll put it in the app that I have. And I think it was 0.42 MOA, something like that. And then the other ones without the flyers were, I think 2.795 was actually 0.4 MOA. And then the 2.805 without the flyer was 0.53 MOA. So I'm in a sweet spot, and better skill behind the gun, a better day, might produce better results. Now on the other hand, I have drank a little bit more beer, and I decided to go ahead and shoot these other ones that I loaded up. I don't know. I don't have an excuse for them. They're pretty shitty. Let's look. Alright, so 44.9. Got a 2-shot cluster there. That was after I finally settled down. And then this one. I mean, there's still vertical stringing on that. So that seating depth may not be optimal for a 0.1 grain lower. I don't know. It's a little weird how that works. But, I mean, you can tell, I mean, the vertical dispersion is all over the place. So, not real sure to make of that, what to make of that. The horizontals, I mean, just fine. I think I'm having breathing issues right now with all that shit, but I shot that other one out here. I pulled that one. I think today is just over with for me. It's getting hot as shit out here. I got 2 more rounds left. Didn't do a magneto speed, but you know what? I think I'm done with it. Let's see if we can hit the target at 1,000 yards. 2 shots. The next thing that we'll do is load up a lot of these and shoot at 1,000. Make sure it's okay, but man, I think I'm worn out with this load development. I think I'm good. Those groups are plenty fine for me. I'd like to get a 1-hole group, but you know, some days you just can't do it. Some days are good, some days are bad. This day was pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with the load and working up and getting seating depth and charge weights right to where I could group half MOA down there. I mean, that's plenty fine for me. Alright guys, it is a hot sumbitch out there. And I'm done with the load development. Dad's plowing the field, so he moved the 1,000-yard target. So I couldn't shoot at it today. Had those 2 bullets. I shot those, and they grouped. They grouped okay with the last group that I had, the tight group. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just rolling with that 45, because I don't want to do another seating depth test for 44.9. I was trying to find online if that made a difference. 0.1 grain would make a difference in the accuracy or the seating depth. I think a lot of it had to do with shooter error and fatigue. So I could test those out a little bit further. I don't think that I'm going to. 45 is plenty good with me. 45 grains of H4831 shortcut. And I'll have to figure out which seating depth I want to roll with. Even with the flyer, 2.795 looked pretty damn good. So, that's going to be a tough one. I'll have to figure out what seating depth I want to roll with. And then I got a good gun. I got a good load. I can shoot out to distance. So come deer season, or we see any hogs or anything like that, we're going to roll with it and see what happens. Whenever plowing season is over, we'll put the 1,000-yard target back out there, and we'll test this stuff out. I have a feeling my son's going to be here any day now, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more shooting videos unless I don't know that I will. But I've got a 223 that I'm building right now. It's in the works. I just got the fluted barrel from Ballistic Advantage. So I got to get the handguard, Cerakote, all that shit, and put it together. So I'll have that coming soon, guys. So stay tuned.